I've been to Disneyland 3 times in my life, once in 3rd grade, 5th grade, and once for my 16th birthday, which was the best birthday surprise ever. One of my brothers and my dad had gone to Peru that week, and I thought that I was just going to be home with my mom and my other brother the whole time they were gone. But during that time period, my mom told me and my brother that we were going on a road trip the next day. I hate road trips, but she promised it would be worth it. We drove for 4 hours and stopped at a hotel for the night. My mom sat me and my brother down, and I even joked that it was going to be another we're going to Disneyland situation.
Next Saturday morning, I'm going to get in the car with everybody and drive to Disneyland and Universal Studios.
You're kidding, you're kidding. I want to punch you if you were kidding.
No, not kidding.
You're kidding. You're
No.
kidding. You're kidding.
No.
No.
You're kidding.
You're kidding.
Yeah, you're kidding. You're kidding.
A few moments later.
You're not kidding. You're not kidding. You're not kidding.
And, well, it was.
She just told us we
Guys?
had a 6-hour road trip.
Yes,
tomorrow.
we have a 6-hour road trip tomorrow. Would you be so happy though if we could go get some butterbeer tomorrow?
No, literally, you did. I was joking about you surprising us with, we're going to Disney. You surprised us with
basically
we're
did that.
going to do our
Okay, so what the heck?
I'm out of here. Okay, you killed my brain.
Why did he do that?
Moving away from Disneyland for just a little bit, in the state I live in, there is one amusement park. And in this amusement park, they have these janky haunted house rides that I loved when I was like 4, and then I got too scared to go on them ever again. So I was terrified to go to the Haunted Mansion when I was 8. For some reason, I was not very freaked out when the spooky voiceover began or when the room began stretching. But you all know what I mean when I tell you there was a jump scare that I could not handle. I backed up into a person I thought was my dad, but when I looked up, it was not. And that was scarier than anything in the whole ride. Probably the craziest story I have for Disneyland happened at Space Mountain. It was raining outside and everyone was tracking water into the floor in Mr. Mountain. And Mr. Mountain's floor, if you will remember, can get very slippery. So my little brother, who was 2 years old, did not have glasses at the time and couldn't see 2 inches in front of his face. So he slipped. It was like it happened in slow motion. I was right up above the action and could see my brother slip, my mom spot him, run up to him, and catch him before he broke his head open. It might just be my imagination, but I think she got a round of applause from everyone around her. But she didn't get off scot-free. A piece of her elbow got chipped off and is still sensitive today. We went to a Mickey Mouse hospital thing, and they didn't really do anything, but before that, she decided to ride Space Mountain with me with her chipped elbow, and she was in pain the whole time, especially when the lights turned on and we had to sit there for 15 minutes while people at Disneyland fixed the ride. In the most recent Disneyland trip, I already told you how we stayed in a hotel midway between our house and Disneyland for a 2-part road trip. My mom always checks the bed sheets in hotels to make sure there was nothing sus going on, and well, there was in this hotel. We got a different room and slept there for the night, but I really don't think they cleaned the place well. After going to Universal Studios and spending our first day in Disneyland, my mom started to feel a little bit sick, but that wasn't the main worry of the day. My little brother got a really bad ear infection, and I had to listen to his cries of pain as my mom went to the Walgreens down the street to get him medication. That was on my birthday. Happy birthday, Banana! I told you how my mom started feeling sick on our first day of Disneyland, right? Well, that got ramped up to 11 on our 3rd day to California Adventures. She did not feel well and had to go to the hotel to take a nap and rest. Me and my brother spent most of the day together, got bored because California Adventures lacks thrill rides, rode Guardians, felt better, and found my mom who had re-entered the park. Then we waited an hour and 30 minutes for the Cars ride, and my mom gradually felt worse and worse. So we ended up in the hospital and got tested for strep and COVID. The lady told us that my mom and brother had tested positive for strep, and we believed her and all got treated for strep. But a few weeks later, we checked the records and it said that my mom had tested positive for COVID. So now we don't know what to believe. Out of my 2 brothers, one is a band kid and one is not. So who do you think would hate listening to music? The band kid, obviously. Okay, he's fine with classical or jazz music, but he despises pop, which is so painful for me. So since he was off with my dad in Peru, me, my mom, and my other brother created a crazy playlist for our road trip. So here's the road trip playlist that we had. And I actually already filmed one of these for yesterday's short animation. So this one's gonna be different songs. goes a story that's pretty sick. Our family got split into 2 different trips, and we'd like to take a minute, so just sit and wait. And we'll tell you how we all got stripped at a place called LA.
When our family was all back, the T-Boys had planned to leave us in May.
They were going to leave Machu Picchu and hike, and we'd stay chill out and be fine.
When our mom blew our minds and we started our trip, drove us to Disneyland, man, what a flip. 2 different places our household was split, celebrating birthdays and taking a little foreign trip. Hyatt and Peru, luggage had been arrived.
Took an ambulance trip. That was a ride.
They couldn't drink the water or eat the cold chicken.
For recycling their clothes, the trip was pretty spiffin'. We went to California, the trip was super great.
But none of us had energy to stay up very late.
We looked at Magic Kingdom. We had so much fun.
But the best part was getting home to leave that was why.